And I need I'm right-handed, so
Yep.
that be me?
Your life.
Somewhere.
Both are equally as weak, so. Ready? Yes, yes, please.
מזמור לדוד, אדוני רואי לו אכסר. בנאות אשר ביצני, הלמי מנוחות ינעלני. נפשי אשובב ינחני במקלי צדק למען שמו. עם גלק וגצל מוות, לא ירא רע כי אתה עמדי. שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני, תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צורריי. דשענת בשמן ראשי כוסי רוויה. טוב וחסד ירדפוני כל ימי חיי, ושבתי בבית אדוני לאורך ימים. The words of the 23rd Psalm, Psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. Giving me repose in green meadows, leading me beside the still waters to revive my spirit. Guiding me on the right path, for that is God's essence. Though I walk through a valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Thank you. I'd like to welcome everyone, all of you who came in person this afternoon, and also everyone online. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Rabah Mas from Congregation Shaarey Zedek, and it's my great honor to be here officiating the funeral service for Meyer Rypp of blessed memory, who was also known to the Jewish people by his Hebrew name, Meyer ben Yosef Halevi Verrivka, Zichrono Livracha, of blessed memory. He was the son of Joseph and Rose Rypp of blessed memory, beloved partner of Shaarey Archer for over 35 years, the brother of Morley Rypp. Meyer passed away unexpectedly on April 19th at the age of 84. It is customary during the counting of the Omer, which is the 7-week period between the holiday of Passover and the holiday of Shavuot. So we have the tradition to study Pirkei Avot, generally translated as Ethics of Our Fathers. And there, the rabbis proclaimed, Derech Eretz Katmala Torah, which means decency and kind behavior should precede the Torah. So Pirkei Avot presents us with a series of ethical principles articulated by the rabbis for character development, moral growth, and lessons for daily living to prepare ourselves to experience the revelation of the Torah on Shavuot. So in Pirkei Avot chapter 2, we read that Rabbi Tarfon said, the day is short. The work is much. The workers are lazy, and the reward is great, and the master of the house is pressing. From there, our sages learned that it is clear that work is important in itself, and not only as means to an end. Not only does work use up a person's time so that he does not remain idle, thus avoiding sin, but in addition, when work is done for the sake of heaven, a person fulfills the divine mission which has been imposed upon him to purify and elevate the physical world. Today, we are saying farewell to a man who was described as a workaholic, but who did so with high standards and elevated ethics. Meyer's work took him to many places across Canada. In fact, he was always invited to celebrate the holidays with family, but the question was always, is Uncle Meyer in town? I believe they call him Meyer the Flyer, as they never knew where he was. Winnipeg, Toronto, and Vancouver were his most frequent business destinations, where he made many friends. Some people even thought he lived in Vancouver and came to Winnipeg to visit. And a special chapter in Meyer's life is the one dedicated to his beloved life partner, Shaarey. And when we met to plan the funeral, I asked Shaarey, how did the two of you meet? And she said, in an elevator. Shaarey had recently lost her partner and moved into the same building where Meyer was living. Meyer would see Shaarey in the elevator multiple times until one day he asked, are you dating? She explained that she was observing 3 years mourning period for her loss. After the 3 years, Meyer invited Shaarey to a bike ride, not a date, just a bike ride. And he suggested Sunday of that week. Sunday came. Guess what? Meyer overslept and didn't show up. He was mortified and called Shaarey right away when he realized that he had missed the date. Now you must understand that Shaarey is a woman that is always an hour early to everything. So she asked Meyer to never call back. But Meyer wouldn't let it go. In fact, I was told he liked challenges. So gradually, he earned Shaarey's forgiveness. He just had to resort to a more romantic strategy to gain her back. And it paid off. Meyer and Shaarey enjoyed over 35 years of love together. And there is so much more to Meyer Rypp of blessed memory, Zichrono Livracha. And this is the time to bring back those memories. I'm pretty sure all of you have your own memories of Meyer, and I'm pretty sure many friends are watching. You have your memories as well. It is important to bring them, to make them present at this moment. But to know a little bit more about Meyer, I would like to invite Robin to come to the microphone to share with us a eulogy to Meyer.
Thank you, Rabbi. I'm going to read some words that were sent to us by my brother Howie from Israel. So he's sort of says it for the family here. So my Uncle Meyer was very proud of his North Winnipeg Jewish heritage. I always felt his warmth when he reminisced about that and of the love and appreciation he had for his parents. I remember him telling me about the great experience he had serving as a mascot for the legendary Stellars basketball team champions that my father played for. It must have made a huge influence on his life since he forever followed local sport and, of course, the NBA. He also loved to discuss and debate politics with me, especially about Israel. He was a real people's person and so enjoyed engaging in conversation with everyone he would meet. No question, my father and I have the same genes as Uncle Meyer. We were all workaholics. Meyer worked relentlessly providing life insurance for the entire community of Winnipeg, confronting the many challenges, but proved to be hugely successful not only in Winnipeg but throughout Canada. Meyer was very devoted and loving to his partner Shaarey, who survives him. He almost never left her side except to go to work. Now Meyer can finally rest peacefully. May his memory always be as a blessing for us.
Thank you. So I would like to continue now with the memorial prayer, the El Maleh Rachamim. El Maleh Rachamim, Shochem Bameroimim, Hametze Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei, HaShechina, Vema'alot Kedoshim, Kedoshim Uteorim, Kezoyer Araki Amazirim, Eden Ishemat, Eden Ishemat, Meyer ben Yosef Halevi Verivka, She'alach le'olamo, Ba'avur shanu mikpalelim, V'ad atzkarat nishemato, Began Eden, miuchato lachem balarachamim. Ahastire uvesederkena favleu la'amim utzeror bitzrorachayim Achaim et nishemato Adonai unachalato ve'anuach ve'shalom al mishkavo ve'nomar amen. Exalted, compassionate God, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure to the soul of Meyer Rypp, who has gone to his eternal home. Merciful One, we ask that our loved one find perfect peace in your eternal embrace. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. May he rest in peace. Let us all say, Amen. Please join me now in the recitation of the words of comfort, the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Itgadal ve'itgadash shmei Rabah, ve'alma divirah hirutei ve'yamlich malchutei, ve'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayei dechol Beit Israel, b'gala uvizman kari ve'imru amen. Yehe shemer Rabah mevorach le'elam ule'olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha berihu le'eila min kol virchata v'shirata tushvechata v'nechemata damiram v'yalma v'yimeru amen. Yehe shlama Rabah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Israel v'yimeru amen. Oseh shalom imromav u'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Israel v'yimeru amen. Amakom inachenem etchem b'tov shel Rav Zion b'Yerushalayim. May God bless you and comfort you. Let us all say Amen. Couple of announcements before we proceed to covering Meyer's coffin with earth. First one is because we are in the middle of the festival of Passover. The Shiva is going to be private, and also that donations on Meyer's memory could be made to the Winnipeg Humane Society, or of course to the charity of your choice. So now, as a last step to do here at the cemetery, the rabbis commanded that people should participate in the act of burial. And the rabbis explain that putting some earth on top of the coffin is an act of chesed, an act of loving kindness. In fact, they call it an act of true loving kindness, in the sense that when we do something for someone who passed away, who cannot repay us in any way or form, then that is what is called a true act of kindness. So I would like to invite the immediate family first. Morley, Shaarey, you're invited to come and to be the first one to put a little bit of earth on top of Meyer's coffin, and then everybody else is invited to come and to honor him one more time. Thank you everyone for coming out, and thank you to all of you for tuning in.